Hey guys, my name is Isaac and today I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite trees that I have. Now this is a juniper that I'm turning into a twin trunk bonsai. So when I first saw this guy, I saw the base and the two trunks and I was completely in love with it. It has these two trunks where one is distinctly smaller than the other one and they're really tightly fused at the base, so it's the perfect start for a twin trunk bonsai. So when I got it about 6 months ago, it was the start of the winter. I just did a few initial cuts on it, and this summer I might actually do another cut here now. I'm still thinking about it, but after that it's going to be left to grow for the rest of the summer. That's going to be the only cut this year, if I do end up cutting anything. The rest that I'm doing, I'm just growing it in a very large pot. So the pot's way too large for if you would consider it being a bonsai. But what this does is it helps it develop a healthy root system, helps it just put on a lot of growth. And because this tree was in a spot where it was kind of shaded and not getting a lot of attention or so, I think the growth is a little bit stunted and it's not in the best condition, but junipers are pretty hardy and pretty hard trees, so they thrive almost under any circumstances. So it's still doing really good. It's already put out about 0.5 centimeters growth this year and it's only April, so I expect to see a lot of growth from this guy this summer. And so that's what that big pot helps with. It helps me keep the soil moist, keep the soil watered and not have to water it every day. So a lot of it is just taking work away from me. If I have this kind of small pot, I have to water it, I have to fertilize it more, and by having a lot of soil, the nutrients are already in there. The water stays in there longer, it dries out slower, and I can put it in a space where it gets full sun on concrete. Basically, I have my plants on a roof. I'll show you guys that in another video. It's kind of sketchy, but it's in a place where it gets like full sun the whole day, and the water stays in there, and really allows me to not have to water it every day. So yeah, that's it. Like, there's not a lot you do in the beginning when you start a bonsai. I basically just divert the growth. So you have the trunks. I cut this trunk lower because this is the secondary trunk. I removed a lot of the growth from this trunk because I wanted to grow but not as fast as the main trunk, so I left a lot more growth on here. And I really want to get this trunk to be a little bit bigger than this trunk still, and then you can have them growing on the same speed almost again. But I stripped the fronts of the trunks, which, thinking back about it now, is not the best thing to do. But you learn with every tree you cut, with every cut you make, you learn. And that's the beautiful thing about bonsai. Yeah, it's a learning process, and so you're not going to make all the right decisions when you first start out a tree. You might make some cuts that you're not happy with, that are not smart, but it's a process, and so it's you help the tree recover from that, and you make better decisions in the future. And it's this long process that goes on over a lot of years, and in the end you have a constantly evolving work of art that you're making, and it's not like a once-off deal. You cut it and it looks good and you're done with it. So just an important thing for me to think about bonsai is you don't think about what it's going to look like next summer, you think about what it's going to look like in like 10-15 years. And that's the constant mentality. Your tree is never finished because the tree is going to outlive you. And that's the beautiful part about it, is that it's a really long-term hobby, and you get to see these trees evolve over the course of many years. And I personally haven't seen that yet, so I'm going to be honest. I've only started bonsai about 2 years ago, and I moved, about 3 years ago, and during that time I moved away for a year and then came back to Switzerland. So I'm only starting again since like about a year. I've only started doing bonsai again from like fresh, with no plants. I started from a year ago. So most of my trees look like this guy. They're in very early stages of development, but yeah, you have to start somewhere, and I personally just haven't seen any bonsais that was really appealing to me in the price class that I can afford. So I'm just starting all my trees from nursery trees from scratch, and really looking forward to see the progress that they make. So yeah, we're gonna quickly check, and I'll show you guys if I end up doing any work or anything more on this guy. Alright, so as you guys can see, I haven't done a lot to the tree. I've just added some string to kind of push and pull and give it a little bit more motion. So this guy's going to go back outside now. It's going to get the whole season to grow, and then we're going to come back and style it around spring next year. I think maybe I'll decide to do something else so that we can style it before then, but generally I want to give it the whole season to grow right now and really try and thicken up those trunks still and get it in a healthy, good state so I can do some more hard styling on this guy. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you can try something like this out. I hope this helps you guys, and I'll see you around.